Former Springbok coach Heyneke Meyer, who survived COVID-19 late last year, says that South Africans need to remember to go one more round during these trying times. The rugby coach, who enjoyed a 67.7 winning percentage with the national team in his 3 years in charge, has written a book he hopes will inspire. 7, My Notes on Leadership and Life, offers the coach's roadmap to success, and he says it serves as a map and compass for anyone seeking hope, direction and fulfillment in roles of leadership wherever they may be leading.
I've always wanted to write a book, but I don't want to write an autobiography because, with all respect to other autobiographies, I think there's great ones out there. But for me, it's more about making a difference. And I don't think people's going to learn a lot from my autobiography. And I always want to be positive. You know, if you write an autobiography, you have to be controversial. I don't want to be. And believe it or not, I don't like to be in the limelight. So I was quite skeptical writing the book because I want to get out, and I believe the player should be in the limelight, not the coach. But I always coached to make a difference in people's lives. And then I thought, this tough times, maybe I can help somebody out there. Maybe there's one person I can inspire.
What I found really interesting was in your prologue, you immediately put it out there, I'm famous in Japan because of that loss in Brighton. And you end off the prologue by telling a story about a Chilean couple when you were in Argentina that didn't know who you were, and they asked you to take a photo, and you were unaware that they weren't asking you to take a photo with you, but if you could please take a photo of her and her husband. And it's quite interesting because coming from a sport where masculinity is really celebrated, a sport like rugby, it almost seems counterintuitive.
Yeah, I started with Japan, it still hurts, and I take responsibility. But there's life lessons. Obviously, you don't want to learn at the highest level because you want to make your country proud. But that's why I wrote the book, and probably I've sort of written it. The marker who's done a brilliant job. The writer said you should have added more of your successes. But that doesn't inspire people because I wanted to show that I'm just a normal human being, and I've looked at every successful people out there. It doesn't matter in what endeavor. They've all had setbacks, and rugby keeps you humble. It's not a mistake if you keep on learning, and that's what I wanted to say to people. You just go out there and you're going to make mistakes, and you have to have setbacks, especially in these times, and you have to learn from that. And I was a nobody. I'm still is. I come from the wrong school, wrong town. I wasn't a great rugby player, but my dream was to coach South Africa. And everybody on my way, school, university, when I worked at Woolworths, said, you're crazy, you'll never do it. And in 1995, there was Sanlam came around at the school. I teach for 2 years just to prepare myself for coaching. And you can take an insurance policy that in the 99 World Cup, I watched 95 World Cup, which South Africa won. And I thought 99 World Cup, I'm going to be there. But by the 27th of the month, I didn't have money. So I couldn't take the insurance policy. And believe it or not, this sounds impossible if I tell you this. So 95, under 16, schoolboy coach, very young. And in 99, I was Nick Mallett's forward coach at that World Cup. And I was 32 years old, been fired twice. And most of the team was older than me. So I'm not telling you these things to say how great I am. I'm telling you these things that if you really believe in a vision, have a great vision that inspires you, have work ethic, enjoy the journey. You are going to get setbacks. Keep on fighting one more round. And then at the end, you can't do it alone. You have to have people that support you. So it's simple principles, but I truly believe that, the saddest thing for me, so many people, don't follow their dreams and people steal their dreams. And especially in this time, guys give up where they must just fight one more round. So if I can help people, I've achieved a lot of my dreams. And like I said, throughout my life, nobody said I will do it.
Do you believe if you had come to this realization while you were Springbok coach that there would have been a difference in the results?
The difficulty of coaching is, especially at national level, you only get a team a week before a test mostly. And if you win your Euro and you lose, people hate you and they want to kill you. And a lot of people say to me, oh, we read your book, you're not as bad as we thought. Sorry. And so I think I would have been better with people's skills and stuff. And there's one thing I take full responsibility, and I say that if you're not your authentic self, you're not going to be happy. If you don't live to your values, you're not going to be happy. And I made a huge judgment and error in that Japan game, which every interview they ask me, but I don't mind anyway because I can help people. I move away from my intuition and my gut. And I know I could have changed that game, and I'll regret that because I listened to other people, listened to outside influences, and didn't trust my gut. Your gut is there because you experience. So the one thing I've learned out of that, you have to trust your gut. That's part of who you are, especially if you experience, and that's what brought you there. And then you move away from the things that got you there. I also would have enjoyed it more. I would enjoy the journey because you take all the pressure of the country. You want to make them proud. You want to make your family proud. But I know what difference the Springboks made. So I was just so focused. We had some great results as well, which I don't write and people never talk about. But for me, it was just get on to the next game. Just win, inspire the team, and keep on winning. Looking back now, and I thought I'm going to have more time. I should have enjoyed the journey more.
So, Coach, you had a wild vision, which was to coach the Springboks, and everyone around you told you that you wouldn't be able to do it. So now you've done that. What is your next wild vision?
That's a great question, because it's so sad that a lot of people, when they retire, and I've seen this, and it is again with empathy and with humility and respect, then it's the end of their life. The children are out of the house. They don't have dreams anymore. And I say dream big dreams, because big dreams inspire you. And what I usually say is it's like a magnifying glass. If I take a magnifying glass and I've got a vision and I'm not focused, I'm all over the show. There's no energy. But if I know exactly what I want to do, I'm totally committed, and I write it down, and I have a vision and do these 7 steps. If I take a magnifying glass and put it at one point, I can start a fire that can destroy the world. I've got one very big, or I don't know if it's a good or bad attitude, I'm very loyal. So I take it too personal. I don't want to coach against teams I've coached before. And I had 1 or 2 international options. So I don't want to coach against the Springboks. I know it's professional and you have to do that, but I struggle with that. I love the Springboks. I love my country. So it'll be very tough to coach against them. And I need to make probably a mind shift there. And then